Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My name is Reza, and I came from London. This is my first time doing the whole walk, and I found it absolutely amazing. The Zawar and how many they come by, and I've come by a group, and there's so many of them from America, England, and Europe. I was studying in London, and I've always had the chance to come to Ziyarat of Imam Hussein, and I'm thankful to Allah that I can come every year, alhamdulillah. The people that own these houses, they come out on the streets, halab al-zawar, and they give away their houses, they let anyone stay. And it's absolutely amazing what they'll do. They'll make food every day, they'll give water, they'll make tea, just for the zawar ones. They'll massage their feet, they'll polish their shoes, do anything for the thawab of Imam. I came with my dad and my uncle. I walked with my uncle, but my dad is in Najaf, and he helps out the Mawkib and stuff like that. I think the Arbaeen walk shows itself our grief and how we walk so much just to feel our sorrow for Imam Hussein. And when I go there, I hope to pray for everyone, and that inshallah everyone can come next year. The walk, your destination, everyone's destination, Karbala. So everyone that is walking, there are kids younger than me, and they walk because they know the destination is Karbala. You see no one else walking like this, but only to Karbala. And the beauty is, people in the West, they don't realize what drags us to come to Imam Hussein. There's a special love in our heart that makes us want to come to Imam Hussein and feel the pains he did. We only walk from Najaf to Karbala, but Lady Zainab walked from Karbala to Sham. It's unimaginable, the pain.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My name is Shabaz Khan. I'm from South London, HOTBIRD to be specific. Proud of it as well, alhamdulillah. And I'm a mix of Khoja community and Pakistani community. Quite culturally, I like to think I'm quite culturally aware. Alhamdulillah, we have so many different cultures that more Imam Hussein alayhi salam. You've got the Iranians, you've got the Iraqis, you've got the Pakistanis, you've got Punjabis, even you break it down, you've got Khojis. There's so many different types of ways of remembering Imam Hussein, and I like to think I am aware of majority of them. And yeah, I'm here in Karbala. In Karbala, this is my, I think, 4th time, alhamdulillah. I came once during the time of Saddam, and I've come, this is now my 3rd Arbaeen, and I come for 1 Ashura as well. That's actually 5 times, alhamdulillah. I'm so blessed, so blessed. Oh my God, if you want me to compare the time of Saddam, we had to pay the khuddam of the shrine of Imam Ali money to lock the doors after 10 o'clock when the haram closes, just so that we could recite Latmiyyah. Just so that we could recite our nohas and stuff like that. That's how savage it was. I've lost my voice from reciting. So I'm aspiring, inshallah, I'm an aspiring rudud. I try and recite out of my love for Ahlul Bayt, out of my love for Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And I was 8 years old when I came in 2002. And I remember one thing so specifically. We were sitting on Tilla Zainabiyya, right? And my dad comes up to me and taps me on the shoulder, and he goes, Shabs, recite that Noha about Bibi Zainab. And I started reciting the Noha about Bibi Zainab when she's in Tilla Zainabiyya. And it goes on to Sham Ghariba, and it talks about Sayyidah Zainab looking onto the killing of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, the killing of Ali al-Akbar alayhi salam, and what she did after, and the whole fact that Imam Sajjad's first ruling as an Imam was based on the question from Sayyidah Zainab, do I protect my hijab or do I save my life? Allahu Akbar. So this is the Noha that I recite in Urdu, Punjabi, Saraiki. It's got a mixture of all three. I was reciting softly, and people started crying. And then they went from crying to wailing because the words become so strong. And when they got to the point of wailing, the guards came and picked me up and took me straight out. I was so scared. I was so scared because they wanted to stop anything. They wanted to stop everything. You weren't allowed to hit yourself. You weren't allowed to do the labbaik ya Hussein. You weren't allowed to do any of that. I remember even on Arba'een day, we were going into the haram and one of my uncles had me on his shoulders and I'm reciting and everyone's crying and the guard turned his gun to me and said, "Stop." And I was like, oh my God. Genuinely. And you know what? And then when I came first time for Ashura was the second time I came. And that was in 2013. And to see so many people surrounding the haram of Aba Abdullah, I'm telling you, on Arba'een day, I was sitting in there, I'm holding the dhariya, I'm reciting Ziyarat al-Ashura during the time so that the haram is empty. The haram was empty. There's bullet holes and crates from bombs and everything all over the place. From the attack in 91, it's exactly the same. The place is an absolute wreck. And then to come again in 2013 and see all the renovations to Aba Abdullah, to see the new gold on Abu Fadl Abbas's minarets, it was absolutely mind-blowing. And as a comparison, I think it is literally the difference between hell and heaven. It is incredible, incredible. And to see how many people that could express their love for Abu Abdullah after the end of Saddam was absolutely amazing, right? Beyond any comprehension. And it's just made my craving for Karbala that much more that now we're here, we're walking, alhamdulillah. I remember the first year I came, the only road that was open for the Zawar to walk was this road here that we're sat on today. And it's the main road for walking. And as you can tell, there's mokibs on both sides. And the khaddam, they serve you constantly, the chai, they bring you, they grab you, they make you drink, they make you eat. It was baffling. You didn't have to pay for anything. It was absolutely incredible. But then I came again the second time in 2014, and they'd started to open the highway as well. So there's certain points over here where they've piled the sand up. You stand on top of the sand dune. You look on the left, you look on the right, and there's just floods and floods of Zawar in both lines. And it's just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. The service, I don't think it gets better than it is. I promise, as soon as it falls Maghrib, you can sleep where it is. You can pray Salah where it is. Food, lunchtime, breakfast, dinner, wherever you are, food's constantly available, chai's constantly available. Whether you're Iranian chai guy, whether you're Iraqi chai guy, even in certain places there's my Pakistani chai. Absolutely love it. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. There's quite a beautiful recitation in Urdu, and it goes, "Main khak-e Karbala hu rutba mera juda hai." It goes, "I am the land of Karbala. My status is different from everywhere else." You know, it's greater than anything. And you don't need a khatib in Karbala. I promise you this. You don't need a khatib in Karbala. I can recall every time that I've turned to Karbala and you make that right turn and Abu Fadl alayhi salam is in front of you, that's life. That itself is life. You don't need a khatib, you don't need any reciters, you don't need a rudu, you don't need anything to see the shrine of Abu Fadl Abbas, Imam al-Hussein, Bain al-Haramain, the atmosphere, Allah, it's incredible. Alhamdulillah, like I said, this is the third time now making this specific journey, walking from Najaf to Karbala. And every time it's with different people. The first time it was with my entire family, all 13 of us, my uncle, my aunt, my dad, my mum, my brothers, my cousins, my second cousins. It was absolutely incredible to make the journey with them. And obviously the first time it's all new. So you're learning as you go along. We didn't come with a group. So our mokibs weren't really, set. It's not like you have to go to the mokib at pole XYZ to get to sleep or whatever. As soon as it turned Maghrib, you literally had to turn right and just go into wherever there was to sleep. So alhamdulillah, it was a brilliant learning experience. The second time I came, I bumped into so many different I bumped into you as well. It was absolutely incredible. And you walk and the stories that are told. So, some people think you lose the spirituality because it's over so long. In a majalis, it's an hour and the masayba is 15, 20 minutes, half an hour. And latmiya is maybe an hour. So that's just spiritual high and it comes down. And I think it's the same with the walk. Your spiritual high goes up and it comes down again. But you're constantly in a state of ibadah. Every step you take is towards Imam al-Hussein. You read anything from Kamil al-Ziyarat, or anything from the Fasil al-Mahmum, and it talks about approaching Karbala and walking towards Karbala and the state to see it, and the state you should be in to see Abu Abdullah. If you're going to go in an AC-ed car from Najaf to Karbala, you're going to be nice, crisp and clean. Whereas if I'm not wrong, some of the hadith go, you should go to Abu Abdullah the same way he went to the heavens. Filled with the dust of Karbala, filled with the air and the essence and everything of Karbala. And this is it. This is it. And it's incredible. And for the non-Muslims, you'll never, ever, ever, ever come across anything like this. For all my friends I've explained it to, they're absolutely baffled. They're like, we haven't heard of it, but we can't deny it because they've seen my videos. They've seen my videos, it's on Wikipedia, there's articles in the newspapers. It's all over the place. So it's genuine, it's something unbelievable. There's no way you'll go anywhere in the world and get free food and to sleep anywhere you want, whenever you want. It's out of this world.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Jamil Pirbhai. I'm from London, England. This is the first time that I've come to Karbala. I work in the travel industry. This was something that was a last-minute opportunity for me. But when you get that call and Al-Abbas from Imam Hussein, anything that's unplanned can obviously have an impact on you for you to be here. And seeing that I've been here for 2 days, a very surreal moment for me once I've got here. So before I came here, I'd seen obviously a lot of videos, so I had a few bits and pieces to experience, but what I've actually experienced since I've been here has been something completely phenomenal. From people that work all year round to save up enough money to be able to serve the Zawar that come from all over the world, is something that until you actually experience it firsthand, you will not understand when someone is trying to explain it to you. An example, today, we bought 3 crates of oranges within 10 seconds. The kids, families, completely gone. Bananas, which is something a little bit more expensive, even quicker. So these people appreciate, and you appreciate how much it means to them as well as how much it means to you to do something like this for people over here that may not be in a similar situation to you back home. I mean, the situation that we take things for granted very much back home, where when you come here, the atmosphere that you experience of people of all ages, old, young, black, white, brown, rich, poor, all in one motion, going to the same place. There isn't a single place on earth that you can go that you will see people like this 24 hours a day walking. I mean, 11 o'clock at night, and as you can see people walking past me, it's still completely packed. So that's not something that I was prepared to experience from videos that you see until you actually come here and actually experience it for yourself. I've been through a lot in the last few years, and this is something that I've been wanting to do for a few years, but circumstances have not allowed me to. This year is something that wasn't planned for me to come here. Within the last 2.5 weeks, things changed and I was given the opportunity to come. That's something that I realized when I got to the dome, that if I hadn't got the call, I would not have been there. So for me, it was an experience to make sure that, inshallah, this isn't the first and the last time that I will be here. The first thing was obviously to make sure that I reach not just my journey to Karbala and his son, Imam Ali's son, Imam Hussein, but also to make sure that the reasons why I've come personally from back home has an impact in my life, not just, you know, I have a lot of stories where people tell you they come back home and within the first few weeks, you know, you're still on your honeymoon period and everything goes according to plan, and then slowly things start slowly sliding until the following year when you come again. So for me, it's an impact. Although I was expecting the walk, Imam Ali's haram was something that I was not expecting. The first day that we arrived here, as soon as I put my bag down, that's the first place that I went to. And when I entered the Haram, I was with a friend of mine, and as we went into the Zari, I turned around to him because I knew that it was impossible for me to be with him throughout the whole way. As I turned around, the wave had already taken him. So emotionally, you can't help but break down in a position like that, because to come here, you know that anything you ask for sincerely, 110% will be granted. That sincerity in yourself has to be clean. If you come here just for the sake of coming here, there isn't any point in being here. But if you ask sincerely for all your hajat, and when you go home, he will stand by your side 110%. And you will be able to come out the other side exactly where you wanted to. So a lot of things have obviously changed for me over the last year. And to be here and to feel that emotion, completely surreal, unbelievably surreal. To actually see not just the dome, but to actually see the Zari and to be able to touch the Zari the first time I went in. It wasn't something I was expecting. With the amount of people that were there, to wait half an hour to get in, just into the front door, to Al-Qibla gate, and then to get inside and see the masses of people. I mean, I've been to another country, I've been to Iran, and I've experienced Bibi Masuma's Haram and Imam Raza's Haram, but I was not expecting the amount of people that were there at Imam Ali's Haram. So the best way I can describe it is a completely surreal moment. I've been to many places, many trips. I wouldn't call this a holiday as such, but there is absolutely no feeling on earth like the feeling that you will get here. The peace, the tranquility that you get, the amount of people that are here, all with one objective, to go from one city to another city, all walking for 3 days. It's something that you have to experience yourself. You know, the generosity that you feel here, the love for Imam Hussein and Imam Ali that you feel over here is unlike any other that you will experience anywhere in the world. You know, for people that don't have much, to spend 360 days a year saving up just to be able to use that money to feed people that they don't even know and have never met in their life, just for the sawab of Imam Hussein, shows you the love that people have for Imam Hussein. It shows you how strong the love is, something that there is no one, no country, no person that will be able to suppress the love people have. Things that occur in certain places only makes people love him even more.